What is going on, folks? Welcome to another video. Codename loveone, Nick Reflex. So today's video, we're going to shed some light on this horrific bullshit. And if you think this is just happening in England, Scotland and Wales, then I suggest you rethink your thoughts. This is going on in every single nation across the world. This is a meat grinder, people. So I'm going to make some accusations here based on truth, and people are going to be like, well, where's the evidence? Well, there's so much evidence, it's fucking painful. And the evidence is thrown out, ignored, deleted, banned, shadow banned, locked up, injected, imprisoned. Okay? You want to talk about evidence, right? So we'll call it the UK, although the UK is a corporation. There's no such country as the UK. The UK is a company. It's a company. It's a corporation. We'll call it the UK because that's what they call it. The UK social services are complicit in pedophilia, child rape, child torture, kidnapping, disappearing children, and have been for a long time, people. Long time. If you want to go back, I mean, we're talking basically forever in different forms. All the way back to Egypt, mate, yeah? This has been going on. It's nothing new. So let's talk about the children's homes in the 70s, the 60s, all the pedophilia, the rape. There are countless victims that have come out and spoken about it. They talked about, they call it SRA, satanic ritual abuse. There are many, many children that are now adults, mothers, fathers now, that have been satanically, ritually abused by these demons. And that's what they are. They're Draco, scum, filth, pedivores. Yeah? They eat flesh. You get what I'm saying? They need to be fed. They are reptilian, okay? That is what they do. They've been feeding off humanity for a long time, since they arrived here 25,000 years ago or more. Right? Now, reptiles have been here for fucking millions of years, obviously. But these Draco came here and created a race of slaves. They also created that race called humanity, and for one reason, another reason being meat. Okay, there you go, meat. Human meat farm, mate. That's it. Cattle, sheep. That's all humans are to these Draco. So, let's listen to this clip. Now I've told you the truth. The civil serpents, aka civil servants, the ones on the low level are fucking blind little scummy sheep slaves. And the ones higher up know exactly what's going on. Let's listen to this about the quota for missing babies each year. Now, every county has a social services every county has a social services organisation, and every single social services is complicit in crimes against humanity, at the very least. Okay, that's the facts of the matter, and you can deny the truth all you want. Let's have a listen.
It is temporary, so it's obvious that the child is going to suffer. So the thing is that these, of course, are criminal violations at the UN, and the situation is that we have to proceed against the evidence of these atrocities, crimes against humanity, in fact, and all of the truth crimes, to force legal changes in the UK to give victims rights, not the authorities and the police. The police have no accountability. No. What?
Well, to be fair, no one does anymore. The politicians don't have accountability. The police don't have accountability. No one has accountability, and that's why this country, that's why this world is completely and utterly FUCK'd.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's true. And although the ECHR is not particularly helpful, I mean, they reject 85% of cases. They have a bad reputation in the Spanish Ministry of Justice here, but they, running away from any kind of justice just really says what they are.
Definitely. So does this involve, like, I suppose social services must play a big key role in this?
Total. They are atrocious.
Where they have quotas.
Exactly right. They do. Yeah. Yep. I'm afraid it's true. How many babies can you rob this year?
And do they tend to go for...
Bingo. Right. There you go. You heard the man, yeah? Now, this guy speaking is a victim of this satanic pedophile abuse, okay? I have also come into contact, a couple of my girlfriends, in fact, have had this happen to them as mothers. You know, they've lost their children, they're in social care, whatnot, for whatever reason. This has happened to a couple of girlfriends. Yeah? I'm just trying to think how... Interestingly enough, a couple of girlfriends this has happened to, so I've had first-hand information about the horrors that this has happened. And then, interestingly enough, years ago, one of my girlfriends was in the social services, unfortunately. Bristol City Council, yeah. Fuck me. Dealing with exactly this. In fact, dealing with Somalian children that were being abused and tied up to baths and all kinds of crazy shit. But unfortunately, she was working with the enemy. Working for the enemy. And anyone that thinks that they're not is fucking deluded. Okay? Any of these authorities are the enemy. It's that simple. Now, your twisted little MK Ultra fucking... mind-controlled, brainwashed fucking mind can disagree with that all you wish. But the truth is the truth. That's what matters, not your fucking retarded little belief. Oh, but it can't be true. Oh, but this and oh, but that. Oh, but I'm sure there's some good... Of course, I'm sure there is some good social service workers, but I'm telling you who they work for. The enemy.
Babies from broken homes?
Very often single mothers, but not exclusively so. But without any judicial justifications in real terms, they're often financial situations. So they just snatch the babies to fit in with their, or children, to fit in with their quotas. And that's why the Home Office figures state that between 1,200 and 1,600 babies, children are abducted, basically, by these social services every year, as an average, on no sound grounds.
No. So,
a single mother with...
It doesn't surprise me. It's shocking, but it doesn't surprise me.
Oh, I'm being sent a new one at the moment. So, I mean, it's really quite atrocious. And what do they do with those children that they take?
I dare ask.
Traumatize. And another thing, when you have a child abuse victim, they often have, serious difficulties into their adult lives. I mean, it takes group psychotherapy at a hospital to reset the sufferance. I was lucky. I got 10 years group psychotherapy, and I passed my exams in psychology, and I passed my law exams as well. So in that sense,
that's an achievement, isn't it? Definitely.
I took the proactive direction. So
I mean, that's the thing with victims, isn't it? That's the thing with victims. They either let it destroy them, or they use it as a driving force to.
Very true. Yeah. The problem is that when someone is suicidally depressed from torture, they often don't realize that there are methods of therapy that really can help them. Now, psychotherapy is not as individuals, okay, but group psychotherapy is tough. I will say that. But it's the very toughness of group psychotherapy, like 15 people all being mirrors, and learning from each other's experiences. It's like a large family in a way. But the toughness changes your entire perspective. It releases you, but in a positive way. I mean, as I say, I became legally qualified and also a qualified psychologist. So that, can be a very productive process. I reckon